What's up, everybody? I really hope that this works. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm actually doing fine. I'm excited about this video. This is gonna be fun. I've used Bone Stalker once, I think. He's just really cool looking. There's no skin out for him or anything. He looks really cool in 3D. I like him. Like I like to say, this is I think he belongs in HEROE. So does Jomber. So do all the new heroes. They're amazing. You'll see a couple more Arya videos coming soon too. She's a really fun hero too. Some of these fighters don't get used in PvP a lot. There's a lot of fighters now. So in keeping with the old tradition of the new hero specials I've been doing, I'm just gonna go ahead and go into PvP. And this other team obviously doesn't look as organized as us, but we'll see. For the trees. Oh, the nut video. For the trees. So this is EVISTIX. You see he has two weapons, like cleavers or bones maybe, if that's what they are. And his first skill is a gap closer. It gives him 12 meters away. He can jump on somebody. So 12 meters is almost a paladin charge. So it's far. I think people will be constantly surprised by how far EVISTIX can jump at them. It's pretty cool. And his passive skill is super useful. This is not as passive. This is a skill that I think actually has a lot of potential for some good builds, is Gore. See here, it's it's his normal attack, but it subjects him to extra damages from other physical heroes around him. So I can see how this skill would be good, like if you have a team with you, like maybe like you're running around with a paladin or a nut, for example. If you get off the second skill on them, then if you have like a coordinated physical strike, that's got to be extremely effective. So I'm so gonna get this person. Dang it. She couldn't get stunned. We needed a stun up there. So I really kind of don't want to go in there. But now I'll go. Okay, so now I have his passive skill and I got a kill. And I attacked that harpy a little bit too, so I got, the demon hunter, we chased him off. So I got an assist. Awesome. Okay, well I keep taking damage, and that's not how you want to really play Bone Stalker. As if I'm a pro at him already, I played him once. But I'm right though, because his passive skill builds up a stack every 10 seconds. A stack meaning the next level. So, starts off at level 1 and it can go all the way to level 10. So every 10 seconds, he gets a stack. So if 70 seconds go by, a little over a minute, you got 7 stacks. Each time you get a stack, when you use the passive skill as an active one, it is a range stun. And it stuns an enemy from range. It doesn't damage them, just stuns them. The more stacks that he has, the longer they get stunned. I'm just gonna tower dive. Ah! No! I'm alive! I'm alive! I made it! I'm sorry. That's funny. I'm like surprised, like I expect to die. So you can see right here that I have a buff, and this is the passive skill, and it's at 6. It's probably about to go to 7. There you go. And so it's at level 7 right now, but the skill's only at level 2. So I'll be able to stun somebody, most likely, for a good amount when I do get to. And it also heals you. So right now it would get a decent heal. It's at level 8 right now. So if somebody attacked me, I'd get off a decent stun. However, whenever Bone Stalker receives damage, it lowers the amount of stacks that you have by 1. So if somebody comes up and hits me, I have 10 stacks right now. I'm going to go down to 9 stacks. My stun's not going to be as long. I'm not going to heal as much when I use this skill. Watch this. I'm going to heal myself from this thing. 470. Crazy, right? And I quote-unquote stunned the epic, but I didn't do any damage, so I guess it didn't react. Anyways, that's a significant heal. Pretty amazing. But yeah, it takes a long time to build up that much stack. But most of the time you get into a fight, you're going to find that you have something going on. So I'm just going to feed. Maybe our Jomber will get this kill. Oh god, now all 3 of us are going to die. Oh, sorry. So, this is the way that I see... Oh, our Mystic missed out on that. This is the way that I see using EVISTIX on, in a 5s team. This would be, in maybe, a group of friends or people that know what they're doing. And you have, I mean, he can finish it, but he's obviously not a damage taker. But he can get in there, he can get into the fight because of his gap closer. So you just want your Guardians up there, you want your mages even, and he's just annoying. He's just in the back getting his stacks or whatever from the time passing by, and he can just jump in there and just finish off a wounded enemy. So that's how you want to get him. You want to use him to finish off people. And he can be really cool like that. And like that. But not really. I'm talking about if I was going against 5 people, and you'd have somebody rush in there, and then you want EVISTIX, you want him to go in there and cut them up a little bit, and then you want him to kind of get out of there, get back, maybe get a stack or 2, and then the fight will go on a little bit longer. These team fights, especially on this map, last for a long time. You want EVISTIX hanging around so that he can go back in there. So his first skill, the Gap Closer, also acts as being able to, if you time it right, to just jump back as well, so he can get back out of there. And so that means that EVISTIX is a hero that's kind of about a lot of timing. And that's true because of his passive. You know, if you don't have the passive leveled up at all, or, you know, if you've taken a hit or whatever, and it lowers your stacks, then you're not going to be able to stun somebody, you're not going to be as effective, you're not using it in the right way. You want to have stacks go when you go into a battle, be able to stun somebody, and also with your Gap Closer, you want to know when you want to back out of there. If I do this right now, I'm not going to be able to catch this guy. However, I do have my ultimate in a blink, so I'll probably be able to catch him. And I can take the tower. EVISTIX's ultimate is a really, again, I think it's, you know, it's all about timing. And there's a couple really cool things about his ultimate that I noticed. We'll go ahead and look at the description real quick, and it says that EVISTIX enters a frenzied state, rampage, making him incredibly dangerous. Each attack is split into 2 attacks, each at 80% of the original damage. So he attacks essentially twice as fast with each sword in his hand, or each bone. I'm just going to call them swords because they seem like they have like an edge on them or something, especially from this picture. So, you know, he strikes twice as fast, essentially, however, doing 80% less damage. So, at a young level with really not any items, his ultimate's not that good. Like, when you get to level 6, it's just kind of... If you're looking to, like, really DPS them, that's not what that's going to give you. However, late in the game, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of DPS, and I'll go into that in a second, but... right at level 6, don't expect him to go into a rampage. Most of the time. There's, of course, plenty of situations where I'm wrong about that, but I'm just saying in general what you're looking for with this hero. I just jumped over a wall at this guy. I'm going to stun him with the stacks. I didn't stun him, but I still have the stun. I'm stuck, actually. I jumped over this wall, but I'm stuck right here. That's crazy. You guys see this? I'm stuck. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, I can jump back over. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna jump at this elf. Yes! There we go. Okay, I jumped out. Good for me, right? So, so his ultimate, alright, each attack is split into 2 attacks, each at 80% of the original damage. Additionally, movement speed is increased by 30%, and EVISTIX becomes resistant to effects which reduce movement speed. Interesting. So, that means that he is the kind of hero that could, like, chase down a Sea of Tidesinger, right? Because his ultimate will make him ignore stuff that reduces his movement speed. So that can be incredibly annoying. You can just counter somebody else's skills and chase them down. Another example of EVISTIX being all about timing. Speaking of that. But what else are we looking at here? You know, it splits his physical attack into 2 attacks. He's the only hero in the game that does that. So technically, he's the hero now with the fastest attack speed in the game. EVISTIX is, during his ultimate, of course. Which also brings up other unique possibilities. You know, if you build EVISTIX with a lot of critical, and you're attacking twice as fast with his ultimate, you have more opportunities to strike critical damage. So that's a lot of just average DPS. If you're including the fact that late game you'll have a lot of critical strike, I mean you're talking about some really nuts possibilities for the amount of DPS EVISTIX can do. So you got to think about it like that. You know, he's attacking twice as fast. You have your critical rate, but you're getting twice as much attempt at your critical rate. That's awesome. That's a really awesome thing about EVISTIX, and I would definitely, you know, incorporate some good critical into his build. I always put critical into fighters, but it seems essential late game for EVISTIX to be the best hero he can possibly be. So that was a fun PvP, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm glad I got a couple kills and got to show you guys around a little bit. It was pretty cool. I healed myself for 500 on that epic monster in the middle. I don't know what was going on with that, and somehow I jumped over at somebody and ended up in a spot where I couldn't move, but I got out of it. Like always, you know, never give up. Some people might just jump into a spot and not be able to move, just stay there forever and give up and die, but not my fatigue ray. Thanks a lot, guys, and please keep watching HOC My Fatigue Ray YouTube channel for all of your newest updates with competitive gameplay.